Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. We have been reading through this book, Mischief and Masquerade. It's been a lot of fun. It was fun to write, and I'm really getting a kick out of reading it to you. So we're going to start at chapter 6. We left off at chapter 5 last week, and I will leave a link below for the other chapters. All right, here we go. Kate settled into the chair, tucked her legs under her, and read chapter 1. It didn't take long until she was engrossed in Luca's brooding personality and Isabella's efforts to bring him out of it. A particularly intense scene where the pair set off on a boat kept her hyper-focused. A light tap on her shoulder made her jump, and she dropped the book. Oliver picked it up and handed it to her. I didn't mean to startle you. She almost said fine, but changed her mind. No worries. Oliver took the seat across from her. Aren't you going to dress for dinner? She glanced down at her brown slacks and pale blue t-shirt. Isn't what I'm wearing all right? It's fine. Kate busted up laughing. What's so funny? Her giggles must be contagious, as Oliver looked like he was trying to stifle his own laughter. It was one of those moments when she and Emily would simply look at each other and bust out in laughter. Waving her hand in front of her face, she tried to regain her composure. With her hair in a towel, Emily poked her head out of the door. Oh, there you are. Oliver cleared his throat. Your attire is acceptable for dinner. Kate took a deep breath and said to her best friend, I'll be in shortly. Richard is ready, but it looks like Miss Wellington will need a bit more time. He stood. Shall we push our dinner back? After I help Catherine with her hair, I'm sure the salad and I will be right over. She stared up at him, trying to make her butterflies behave themselves. I'll put the chicken in the oven now, and it will be ready when you come over. Oliver's smile flipped her heart inside out. Blast it all. Why did he have to be so freaking good looking? And why did her heart yearn for him to smile again and again? To her dismay, he turned and left her, the book lying forgotten on her lap. Are you coming in? Kate had forgotten Emily was waiting for her. Yeah. She tucked the book under her arm and returned to their suite. Maybe she should keep forgetting her key so she'd have more opportunities to see Oliver. She shook her head. No, he'd tire of that ploy. Did you find out what I'm supposed to wear? Emily dabbed lipstick on her mouth and blotted it with a tissue. Kate made herself sound like an announcer for a runway model fashion show. The Earl is sporting designer jeans, a long-sleeve plaid shirt with lovely gem-encrusted buttons down the front, and rolled-up cuffs. His boots are made of the finest leather from Italy. He shall top off his bleach blonde hair with a white Stetson. She gave a flourish with her hand to indicate her head. Emily capped the lipstick and threw it in her makeup bag. Did I bring anything to match that? Since Emily agreed to stand in for her, Kate brought an entire wardrobe with almost every possible clothing choice for her. She went through Emily's drawers and pulled out a pair of dark black slacks, and from her closet she took a shimmery peacock blue blouse off the hanger. Emily took the pants from her, but scrunched her eyebrows at the shirt. Isn't that a little too much if he's not dressed up fancy? Kate took on an elite tone of voice. My dear madam, you must always dress better than your date. It will exude confidence and poise. It's like setting a standard for your relationship. Emily held up the slacks. But I'm not the one wanting a relationship. That's supposed to be you. Well, yes, that's how I would have dressed if it was me. Emily pouted. You promise if he falls desperately in love with me, I can have him? He's all yours. Would it be horrible if Emily fell in love with the Earl and she captured his heart? How would she explain that to her parents? They'd forgive her if she didn't marry into semi-royalty, wouldn't they? The last several men they'd tried to match her up with were horrible, and they'd been understanding when she broke up with them. What if the Earl turned out to be just like the others? But would Kate wish that on her friend? With guilt hanging over her, Kate helped Emily finish dressing and turned her toward the mirror. You are worthy of being called a countess. Do you think so? A glimmer of hope reflected in Emily's eyes. Absolutely. Kate held out the matching purse and scooped up the key on the dresser. Don't forget this. She dropped it inside. Emily paced in the front room until a knock came at the door. She raced forward, but Kate held her back. Don't look too eager. She straightened a wayward lock of her hair and nudged Emily toward the couch. Don't stand until after I open the door. Ugh. Emily blew a huff of air, disturbing her bangs. Kate brushed them into place. Holding her hand up, she motioned to Emily to stay put. Wait. It was like trying to get a dog to sit while she put her food in the bowl. Don't keep him waiting. Emily practically bounced in anticipation. Kate stood at the door, counting to 10 before she answered his second knock. I'm here to escort Miss Wellington to dinner. Emily rose and rushed to the Earl. I'm ready. Kate rolled her eyes at her best friend. Rick would likely see right through her charade and dump her when he found out she wasn't Kate. So that was chapter 6, and I hope you liked it. Stay tuned next week for chapter 7, chapter 7. And I hope that you'll hit the notification button and the subscribe button. And I would really appreciate it if you would just give me a little thumbs up. It would mean a lot. Thank you. Bye now.